So the big question is it refactoring or expanding support capabilities? that's that's what it is. Is it expanding or is it making it more dynamic? Is it refactoring or expanding capabilities? You know, that's kind of the big question of the day. So, as you know, if you've been around for the last session, I was working on trying to get playbook updated. I've got some plays in, I've got game plan stuff kind of associating, but I can't associate plays to a game plan without associating a playbook to the game plan first, because the game plan needs to know what playbook to pull the plays from. And you only get the plays that are owned by the user. So it has to be there has to be a playbook or a set of plays for the user to get. And as such, I've had to rethink how some of my items are configured. So I had a collection. The idea of the game's going to have a collection aspect to it, where you can collect players. And why do you get to collect players? Well, because they are actually players. I mean, even though they don't look like the players, because they're going to be these weird these weird images. You know, I actually have thought too is use human players on the field, and then just because it's easier to render, and then have just have the 3D everywhere else. The 3D elements of the characters everywhere else. Like if you see them on a card, it'll be their picture. If you see them do special events, it'll be the special. You know, you can create the characters, and it just all of the special animations and stuff will be related to their 3D element. I thought about doing that instead. But I still have to create 3D elements and create all those characters, so it's still going to be a thing. But I was just thinking, maybe I don't have to do as much. I can add those in as time goes on. And maybe I can just have the field look like it's actual players, because they're going to be little players in the field anyway. You can't see what they look like. I don't want to zoom in, because I'm afraid if you can zoom in, you're going to be like, oh, those aren't creatures, those are people. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I got to figure out how. I'm really worried about creating the mesh outfits for all these people, all these characters. So, all right, but besides the point, trying to get playbooks instance set up. So now that I am working on the playbooks, I have plays. I need to come up with a structure in which that's going to happen. And one of the things I realized, there's plays kind of like I have for all the game. You have plays that are they're in the system. Okay. Generally, a play won't even have a user ID. It just doesn't exist because the system will have a bunch of plays. It's all the plays. These are the plays that the system has. They are the base root source of all plays. Kind of like I have players that you can collect. But then we have a new value called user players. User plays. It's just going to be, I'm going to do that right now. Type user plays struct. And really, all this is going to have, it's going to have some information regarding those user plays. But in that, we're going to have things like, well, obviously the user ID that these play. Now these will, a user is required for these. And then we have, I don't know if I need a created user IDs. We're going to have, what else? I need to have the play. So we got user plays, and then much like my other thing, I'm going to have team plays. So there's two different types of collections, essentially. We're going to have play experience, or play mastery. No, that can't be right. All right, well, yeah, we'll do play experience. Play level? No. I don't know what to call it. Play XP, right. Yeah. Because there's a difference between user plays. I'll kind of, sure. And so all the plays a user has available in their collection. Actually, I don't think this is supposed to be a user ID. This goes in their collection. Not user, okay. All the plays a user has available in their collection for adding to playbooks. And we have here XP earned for not play creation, for play usage. Now, what am I going to do with this stuff yet? Don't know, but I'm creating it. So the more you earn for it, the more it, like, I'm going to have some kind of a steady flow of XP going into the plays. It's meant to upgrade your card's appearances, and the more cards get used, the better they appear, the more they get fancy. Or maybe you can even earn like more plays. So how about play points? Maybe that's even more important. Play points. Let's call it play points. And just to make it easy, if I remember what I'm doing with this, points earned for play usage be applied to upgrades. To visual upgrades and new plays. Okay, so we got my user plays. Then we have team plays, which again is a different kind of collection. So we got the team ID. Play points. Do we have team? No. Team plays. Are we going to have... Oh yeah, no, this doesn't have points, but what this has is play mastery. Decimal value representing play mastery of the team for this play. Okay. Nice. Okay. And we'll just go like that and like that. But plays are a low-level item, so maybe in a collection ID. Is there a way to know? User plays and team plays. I wonder if I want these associated. Maybe it's playbook plays, not team plays. because they go to a playbook. Playbooks are associated to teams, but the game plan gets a playbook, and therefore, and all plays go into game plans. So a playbook goes to a game plan. So really what we want here, so plays go to a playbook, playbooks go to game plans. So this has to be a playbook ID. Playbook ID. Let's actually call this playbook plays because it's really not team plays. Playbook plays. That doesn't work though. Because play mastery is by team, not by playbook. Because playbook could be on multiple, a playbook could be in multiple teams, but you're going to have a different level of mastery on each team that it's assigned to. Therefore, I got to have something else. Nope, don't need more play points. That only goes to the collection. Type, oops, type, play mastery, struct, team ID, and then we got play mastery. Okay, so now I can have the play mastery of the team ID, which is going to be the I don't even know if I need what do I need, the play ID? No, user play ID. I don't think I need the playbook play ID, because that doesn't matter, because you could have it not in your playbook, but your play mastery is associated to the team ID. So we're going to go user play ID, because it doesn't have to be track mastery of plays by team for all plays used by that team, owned by the user. Associated to that team. What is this? I don't know what this little middle thing is. What is that dot 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 there? All right, so track mastery of play by team for all plays used by that team, owned by the user ID associated to that team. So you could have mastery levels on any user play. They may not be in the playbook all the time. Maybe they were for a while. You used it, did crap, you got rid of it, but it's still got a mastery level that was associated to your team. And it can change. Mastery level can go up or down. If you like trade away a lot of your guys that were getting close to mastering it, your mastery level goes down. And plays can get better or worse or do whatever, or become more, you can have a little bit more success with the play that you've mastered. So that's kind of the idea with that. So, and the more players you have who have mastered it, the better chance you have of succeeding. So we got the formations around. Okay, so we're, all right, so I kind of have that now. And I have no idea how many points and all that stuff I'm going to give for play mastery. But basically every time you use it, it's going to get something. and I don't know how many points or to what level it levels. Maybe you only have to use it 10 times or 20 times or 100 times. I don't know. I haven't decided. Because if you figure there's 100 times a play, if you figure there's 100 or so plays per game, up to 120 if a game runs correctly, if it runs according to NFL's processes. I'm really, like I said, every game is going to run a full game. Every game is going to run a full game. If I get this balanced out the way I want, I might be able to speed things up only because things move faster, but you're going to get an entire game. So simming fast might be impractical, but either way, you're going to get 15-minute quarters and you're going to get the whole game. And I'm going to balance it or set it up, set the time. I'm going to level it out so you get roughly certain things every game. And I'm going to try to run umpteen gajillion test processes and see if I can make sure I get kind of in that range. You can get as high as 150 plays in a football game. I think the most ever ran in a game is around 150. But you can also get as little as 80 or 90 plays. Depends on what you're running. You know, if you're running a lot of running plays, the game's full of runs and nobody's wasting time and you just keep going, it could be really low. But if you're doing a lot of passes, a lot of turnovers, a lot of scores, those things can delay a game, result in a lot more plays. Maybe not too big of a deal on this because it's just go, 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 because that's how animated games go or simulated games go. But it is kind of an ultimate goal there to get everything in here that makes the game realistic. So you're not, I have some pretty cool ideas for how you can track the games and what you're going to be able to do with the games, but you know, obviously that's down the road. All right. Even one of the things I'm really hoping to be able to do, since the game is going to track the entire play log, you could theoretically pick up right in the middle of the game and watch it. Like if you see if it's sending you notifications of scores and you get a score and it's really close and there's only a quarter left, you could log on to your phone and watch the last 15 minutes of the game, the last quarter of the game, and just kind of see. So the game's run without you, just like a weekly NFL game. You can not watch it all and it notifies you and you're like, oh, this is a good game, I want to go see it. And then it'll actually show you what's going on. You can watch the simulation. Now, is all that good for watching just regular players play? Maybe. But we'll see. All right, so I have my playbook plays, play mastery. I've got them associated teams. Now, so a team has a game plan. A game plan has a playbook. So I got to go over to the playbook, the game plan. And I have the game plan here. Oh, so I do have a playbook ID. So that's good. It's already set. That was important. You know, oddly enough, I think I may have just put that in there. It's like, wait a minute. I think that's new because I just put it there. And a playbook, which I'm pretty sure I already have, has a play in it. And then teams which are over here, have a game plan. So I have game plans, playbooks, and plays all associated. Okay, so I think I have everything created. How many things got broken by the changes I made? Oddly enough, I don't think anything broke. I don't see any compile errors right now, which is strange, considering I restructured a bunch of stuff. I think if I actually took, my, was it playbook? No, not playbook, game plan. If I took, oh, it is game plan. Where the heck is it? Oh, players. No, players is the one I'm thinking of. Players has my user collection, and this needs to go, this is going to go away. And then collection player, this should probably not user ID. Well, it is user ID because my collection is no longer an object. I don't have a collection ID anymore. I have user ID. Oh, wait. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I'm not using a collection ID anymore. So it's just a user ID, and the collection level and all that stuff is tracked with the user. Because there's only 2 fields. If you look at a collection, these are the only fields that are new. Players is just the list of players, which of course these are all the players that are in the collection players. So all that needs to do is the user ID. So you don't need this. That's gone. User ID is just who it was associated to. So if I put it in there, it doesn't matter. An ID is its own ID. Don't need it. And create it. And yeah, so these are the only 2 values I'm keeping. So I just stuck those in the user account. And I don't need them at all. So I was able to eliminate that. But I did make the mistake of putting collection ID into, was it my game plan? Because I forgot I'm not using collection ID. Maybe it was playbook. Yeah, it's just user ID. And I don't think I have collection ID anywhere else. This is kind of the same thing. What's the parent object? Playbook, then play, then user plays. That's the plays owned by the user. Playbook plays. These are the plays owned by a specific playbook. Because you could have 2 playbooks with the same plays in them. Doesn't matter. So it's a many to many. You can have many playbooks with many plays in them. So you got the playbook ID and whatever IDs that go with it. Playbook plays. What is the ID? So playbook ID. Oh, playbook plays doesn't have any plays. I got the ID of the playbook play, but not the play ID. So it's got to be the, I got to put the user play ID in here. Oops. Let's put the user play in here. That's the whole point of this thing. User play ID. Okay, and then there's play mastery, which is the user play ID, and we're just tracking their mastery, which is at a user play level. Which means, do I need a play mastery separation? Oh, because it's by team. So yes, I do. Because it's user play ID and the team ID that gets a mastery. But you can get play points for just using the play. And that's the user collection level, which is user plays. So we got playbook plays, play mastery. Let's see. Plays associated to the playbook. Easy peasy. And then we have formation, round actions. Okay. And the plays don't need, can a playbook, multiple playbooks can have, I'm trying to see if I need the playbook. All right, so how can we do this? So the playbook has a set of plays in it. But user plays can be playbook plays. It's just going to be this array. And if that's the case, these are all the playbook IDs that go with the user plays, which means I don't need to have this array here. I would just look up that playbook and whatever IDs are associated to it. Okay, so we don't need that. Just trying to clean up. Parent objects don't really need to reference child objects, and that's what I'm trying to get around. Simplify my life, you know. Now my play is referencing my route assignments, but I kind of like that. I think Yeah, let's leave the play generation alone for now. User plays playbook. Okay. Think I am better in my assembly. Okay. Let's go look at my types up here. Playbook ID. I could don't know if I want to break this. I could break it and just grab all the game situations. It works. Let's leave it alone. It's not the best because I put this in the parent, but whatever. It's one object. It's not a major deal. Coach doesn't really have any types, I don't think. What does it have? Wait, why does Coach have a game plan and a game situation? Why does Coach have this stuff? I don't even think it uses any of these things. These are like old. Huh. Coach is just a service that goes out and reads the game plan and does stuff. Consult game plan, get stream submitted play. It's just doing stuff to pick plays. Coach is just a logic file. It doesn't actually do anything. I don't think I need this. Do I even have any reference to this? Huh. Nope. There's no need for that. I don't even know why it was there. I'm not even sure that I used the store. What does it do? Do I have any seed data? I don't have anything in there. It's just, this is a logic one. A lot like the, there's a little bit of information stored for the simulator, but it's mostly a logic service as well. Okay. I have a couple of logic services. I'm going to eventually have one too that generates like stats and stuff like that, calculations, stores all the, goes out and figures out all the calculations. Might even have references to pulling all that stuff. I'll just have like the stats service, and its job is just to get all the stats and accumulations. Hey, square bracket, man. How's it going? I'm just ironing out my structures before I start getting my user plan in place. Okay, so my game plans no longer need to have a playbook ID. So I need to get rid of. They no longer have a playbook because game plans are associated to a playbook. So we don't need that anymore. And then, what is this guy? Same thing? Playbook? Yep. Let's get rid of that one. Playbook, go away. And service. I've just been cleaning up the flow of my objects because some of them are, I had too many kind of weird relationships where I had my parents storing the children, and then places where I had the children had the parent ID, and I don't need all that. So I can simplify my code quite a bit by eliminating those two-way tracking. Most of the time it's not a big deal, and the best way is to allow the parents to be autonomous and the children keeping track of who their parent is. Oh no. You gave up that easy, man? You know, things don't always go perfect on the first try. So was your app scraping the DoorDash app? Is that what it did? And why was it having bugs? What kind of bugs was it having? Oh, okay. So it scrapes it. Ah, yeah. Scraping can be iffy, right? I mean, so what was it, misreading some of the values? Were they not coming through? It wasn't reading them very well? Does does DoorDash have an API? Sometimes they provide things like APIs. Like that Gig Solo app, I wonder if it's using an API. Sometimes you got to look and see if some of these companies will provide APIs to allow people to create add-ons and stuff. Now, not to say that's what they're doing or that they have, but sometimes there's developer APIs out there. Could make your life easier. Developer APIs let you just read the code. You just call the API and you can get that information and pull it into your app. And that would be the most reliable way to read it. Does DoorDash have a developer API? There you go. Create delivery requests, get delivery status updates, simulate deliveries, generate quotes for delivery costs. There you go, man. If you could access their developer API, you could pull the actual values and you wouldn't have to scrape the data. You probably have to register with them or whatever, but whatever. That's not a big deal. I mean, you might have to jump through a few a few hoops. But you need the driver. Oh, I see what you're saying. You need to know where that user is. Yeah, I don't know what the API provides. But if it does say it has generate quotes for delivery costs or simulate deliveries, which implies it's got some information that might be associated. It could have other values. I mean, it's probably just giving you some of the values, but there is a documentation to it. You can click on it and see what API, it says API details. Look. Locale, the language DoorDash should use when sending unique ID generated by the caller for the delivery. Type of fulfillment, merchant warehouse. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here, man. They got a lot of stuff. It may have the API you need. I mean, again, like you said, it's not a vibe code situation. You do have to get in there and kind of figure out what objects you need and how you want to do it. But it's looks like they provide a bunch of that stuff. But that's how an app gets cool, man, when you start adding all the stuff. Look, they even have code examples of how to call this stuff. Hey, Treasure Rat, how you doing? I'm back too. Trying to get my my code structured in such a way that it'll better support my playbooks, which weren't being supported well before. All right, I'm gonna gamble here. I'm gonna risk. Well, I don't see what risk am I taking by taking stuff out of players, because players doesn't even exist yet. It's probably not a big deal to dump this. Players aren't even a thing yet. Let's see how much of a break I do when I take this collection out of here. I don't even know if I have any code that uses that yet. Yep, a little bit of code using it. That's right, I think I can get around it. Let's go fix it. What did I break? Let's go see what I broke. User collection. Create a new user collection for the user. I don't need to do this anymore, because my user collection is the user ID. I don't need to do a new user collection. And I don't need this. I don't need any of this. All this can go away. Get user collection. Retrieves a user collection. Why do I need it? I don't even have this. This whole function can go away. No get user collection anymore. Because the user has, I've changed it so the user actually builds the collection into the collection is really just a couple of fields. I thought it was more, but ultimately it turned out it's really not. Get, which one is it? One of you is not, one of you guys do not belong here. Get user collect, it's not there. I can see there's an error. Where's the error? Oh, there it is, user collection. Get player collection, I don't know what that is, but there is no get user collection anymore. This gone. Collection. Players. This should be a single player ID, not a repeated field. User collection, that goes away. Team player has a team ID. Okay. Collection player. Is that what I call it? Collection players? Because I have user plays. All right, so with plays, I had to change a little bit. So when I go here and I have plays, these are the plays that the system has. This is just like all of this, like the import of all of my players. These are all the system plays available. Then we have user plays. These are the plays owned by the user, as in they're in their collection. So I could call it collection plays, which if I called it collection plays, that would go with collection players, probably work better. And it probably makes more sense. Even though theoretically it doesn't have the word collection anywhere else. But I think I will go with collection. This way I can make, I got to synchronize my nomenclatures, because if I don't, I'm going to get confused. Like I have collection players, and I was like, well, why do I have collection players and user plays if they're the same thing? All right, so then we got playbook plays. These are the plays that are associated to a playbook. Playbooks are associated to game plans, and game plans are associated to users. You can have multiple game plans, but your game plans have to have a playbook associated to them. It's just, they will always have a playbook. So they have to, because that's how you build a game plan. You got to have some plays, a playbook to pull the plays from, and it's going to be it's going to be the playbook that your team has. So whatever the playbook is your team is associated with, that's the one your game plan gets. Which makes me think, do I want my playbook should, so my playbook plays are associated to playbooks, but plays can be in multiple playbooks. Plays can be in multiple playbooks. Correct, yeah. Plays can be in multiple playbooks, and then the user owns all the plays. But playbooks are just users, just user associated. Correct. Actually, you know what? I don't know if that's true. Playbooks are not user associated. Because, yeah, playbooks can't be user associated. They have to be associated to, a game plan. Game plans have playbooks, and honestly, they should be associated, a playbook should be associated to a team. That's how that should be. This should be team ID. And this should be a way. Yeah. Playbooks are associated to a team. Every team has its own playbook. And that's how, and then game plans are built off of those playbooks. Yes. But the playbooks themselves aren't connected to anything other than the team. And then if a game plan needs to go, you apply the game plan to the team that's using it. So a team could have a game plan, but they won't have a playbook. I mean, they'll have a playbook and a game plan. So a game plan should have a team ID in it as well. Right? Right. Yeah, so I have game plan here, it's using a user ID, but again, this should be user ID and team ID. So game plan gets its playbook from the team that's associated to it. And game plans can be, oh, that's not going to work. I'm still broken. Complications, man. You got to get all this stuff ironed out. Can't have a game plan with the team ID associated to it because game plans can be created. Now, team has a game plan, but not the other way around. That's not how that works. Okay, so the team should have a game plan on it. And I think they do. Team has a game plan. Yeah, so team has a game plan. That's how that works. So team has a game plan that's associated to it. User can have multiple game plans, but only if they have multiple teams, because you only get one game plan per team. But you can use the same game plan for both your teams. Then you basically have an orphaned game plan. It's not being used if that's the case. But it still has your associated user ID. So game plans are associated to the user. A team can use a game plan, either one you want associated to, once I provide that functionality. Right now it's one-to-one. But yeah, I think that covers it. I think we got it now. Teams have game plans. And then game plans will take the team ID that's related to the so if we have game plans that can be orphaned, playbooks are by team. Yes, playbooks are by team, which means every playbook has a team ID that goes with it. So basically you have to get the team that has the team ID, and that's the one the playbook will use, or game plan will use. Okay, got it, got it. We've got it ironed out. Just got to get these things out, ran all the setup in my head. All right, players. And playbook has a team, got it. And then plays are just associated to a, plays are just plays. Then we got playbook plays, which are the plays that are in the playbooks, got it. And then play mastery and collection plays. And yep. Think I'm set. I think I'm ready to start building my playbook now. Yeek. Let's make sure I don't have too many code breaks. Code breaks. I have one set of code breaks there. Let's see if I have to fix anything else. Doesn't look like it. All right, so let's go back here. Let's fix my 4 little code breaks. All right, so get player collection. Get player collection retrieves a player collection for a user. So I may have to rewrite this to get, it's not, get player collection. This should return user collection, not collection player. Oh, really? Let's just dump that. I don't need, get player collection. I don't need it right now. I'll build that later. I don't have that yet anyway. That's gonna have to be rewritten, and I don't need it right now. Oh, that's not a bug. Wait, do I not? Oh, I have service. Let's go see what service has. Fetch the updated collection to return. What is this function doing? Add player award. I don't need that right now. Plus, I don't need this. I can do that later when I need it. User collection. Don't need that. Updated collection players. Collection player, updated collection players. Nope, don't need that. It's different either. I totally rewrote some of this stuff, so it's going to be kind of weird. Add player award response. I don't have a player collection. I'm going to have to, yeah, this is all got to get rewritten. It's alright. It needs to be clean. It'll be better in the long run. Get user collection. I don't need that because user collection isn't even in this thing anymore. Get player collection. Update collection. And whatever this is. User collection. Don't need it. I didn't realize how many times I was actually using the user collection. Sheesh. What is this function? Get add player to user collection. I don't even have, oh, ugh. It's a function I need, but it's, like I said, these things are gonna have to all be fixed. Oh, is it not? Where's the red? Where's the red squiggly line? Squiggly line, I know you're there. I could see it on the... It's right here. Check for earned rewards. Oh. Add player reward. Alright, let's just get rid of that. Just dumping stuff. Dump the code, man. Alright. Now I can stop players. Let me enter. Go here. CD PFFM /players go run dot. Let's see if everything will compile. Undefined user collection. Man, we still have all kinds of stuff that's user collection related. What the heck? Where is it? Oh. Sheesh. His player in collection. Not even sure what that test is. Is player in what collection? What are you talking about? User collection. Where is user collection at? It says it's right here, but... Try this first of all. Oh, there you go. That's the problem. Didn't actually have. I just needed to save my files. It wasn't telling me there was anything wrong. It just said, dude, your stuff's not up to date. All right, let's go back to my proto. Collect a comment. Common. Oh, is not in main package. Oops. What happened? Oh, make gen. I don't know what I'm trying to run for. It's not a players. Come on, player. What's your problem? 216. Get user collection response. I don't know what that is. I don't think I have anything calling that anymore, to be honest. What else? 225. And then 261. Response. Dope. 216.3. $24. And $44. and 17 now. Damn. 117. What's this problem with 117? Expected field number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you mean field number? $117.41. I don't know what you're talking about. What field number are you referring to? Expected field number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What number are you referring to? Dang it. Getting an expected field number online. 117. Not sure what it was referring to. I'm not sure what it thinks is a problem here. It says there's expecting a field number, but there's like, they do have numbers. I'm not sure what it thinks it's missing. Keep. Still see an error. It's got a problem up here. Oh, I'm not worried about that. Okay, well, let's see, does that work? See, it's still got a problem with that field number. Keep it. I still don't think that's the problem. See? Expected field number. What are you talking about? Let's close this. I feel like it was just having a bad moment. You know, it's not that late, but I feel like it's late. I did get up kind of early this morning. I mean, I think it was just after 5 o'clock. Oh, it's user account proto. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong proto. What the heck? What the heck? There you go. That's the number. That would make sense. Look at the right file, Ken. Jeez, dude. Get it together. User account. Proto. 8.1. Warning, import API player proto is not used. Yeah, it will be, but I'm probably just not using it at the moment. All right. Okay, so we got that compiling. So everybody else compiling. Everybody else is compiling. Okay, so now I can get back to my playbook work again. But now I think I kind of sort of in a way have it lined up the way I want it to work. Can I do this anymore? Oh, I can. Okay. All right, so we got... Now, it's time to implement the playbook UI component. The playbook JSX is the component file that will be updated. Currently, all the code in that file is just placeholder and can be updated, replaced as needed. 1. Font formatting is handled the same. 2. This will require new backend functionality. 3. Create user. I don't think I need to create any more structs. I think I have the structs I need for this. Okay, so layout will be on the top, like the play editor. We will have let's call it play editor.jsx, just so that it can reference it .jsx. We will have a offense and defense filter in the upper left. Let's do this. Offense, defense, and special filter in the upper left. I haven't built any special yet. There's no special anything yet, but I keep using it as a it's a thing that's coming, just not here yet. Offense, defense, and special filter in the upper left. Under that will be a single, let's go with single column no, let's go double column. It's gonna have to be double. I think it's too many plays to do it otherwise, especially when I'm going vertically. Double column. What I may have to do is get rid of that coach piece on the top so that I can push stuff to the top and give myself more page real estate. Or yeah, I think I need more page real estate on this page. I mean, it looks cool, but this stuff up here I think is taking up too much real estate. Like, I can shrink these icons. I gotta ask an AI a question. Is it difficult? AI is going to go, what do you mean? No, of course it's not difficult. Nothing's difficult for me. Is it difficult to add girth? Girth? Is that the right way? Girth. Robustness? Girth to a player model? Or to make them slimmer? Is that a simple process, or does that require a special mesh and a bunch of other complexities? I'm just trying to think, if I want to make my players have some guys that look fatter and some guys look skinnier on the same team, you know, like the same type. If the character is built using parametric customization, pretty sure I didn't do that, or body attributes like weight and height are controlled by sliders, then making them slimmer or bulkier is relatively straightforward. The game engine, like Unity or Unreal Engine, just modifies existing bone scaling or mesh deformation settings. More complex, just if the model wasn't designed with scalable parameters, then changing body shape requires modifying the mesh itself. This can be much more complicated, so I might not be doing that, because the underlying rigging needs to adapt without breaking animations. Clothing and accessories might need dynamic resizing to fit properly. Adjusting physics, I don't care about physics because I'm not going to do that. When a special mesh is required, some games use preset meshes for different body types. Instead of dynamically adjusting one model, they swap between separate meshes like skinny, average, and muscular. This is common in older, lower performance games where real-time mesh scaling would be too intensive. Blend shapes, morph targets. Some engines allow pre-made shape variations to blend. Yeah, alright. I was just thinking like have linemen look a little fatter, and it'd be kind of cool, but I might be asking too much. In the first rendition, that's something maybe I can do if the game does good, people like it. I can work on that, like for an upgrade, a future version, make players look a little bit more distinct. That doesn't have to be in the first version. I mean, yeah, you want everything, but you can't have everything, you know? Sometimes you just got to pull the plug on ideas. Ultimately, what it'll be is it starts getting out there and people start playing with it, and I start seeing what people think of the closed, I'll call it the closed beta, closed alpha, closed pre-alpha, which is just the people who I give backer codes to, because right now no one can get into it unless I give them a backer code, because it's required at this point. But if they have it and they're logging in and playing with it, I can find out what things they like, what things they don't like, what needs, well, obviously bug stuff has to be fixed. Man, it's crazy how bad games are out there. You know, I was reading reviews on a bunch of those football games that I was looking at when I was doing my sanity check. Man, these are some buggy games people release. I mean, I'd hope my game isn't that buggy. I mean, it could be, I suppose, but geez. Come on, people. Some things are hard, though. I get it. There's some things that just have bugs and you don't see it. But if it is a major complaint, it's like, what is going on? Why are these games so buggy? Did they not test them? Did they not put unit testing in? I don't know. I can understand a few bugs here and there, but sheesh. The industry's just going to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, I said it. Hell in a handbasket. Oh, that was your thing you sent me the other day. All right, so on the top, like the player editor, JSX Fuel. All right, we're going to go with a double column of small, let's see, images, small variations, perhaps, what is it? We'll say 1.5 inch wide, 1.5 by 1.5, that's 3 inches. All right, we'll go with the 3 inches. 1.5 is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 and 1.5. Okay, so 3. 1.5 inch wide play images with image IDs linked, image IDs stored as hidden values, and play names above on the left. With a vertical scroll bar appearing if more than 3, 2, 4. I'll say 4. More than 4 plays stack vertically. Each of those plays will get a check mark in the middle of the image if the play is selected, if the play is currently in the user playbook. Five, when the play is clicked, it will be added to the playbook, to the user playbook, we added to the, actually it's called the team playbook, actually to the team playbook. I should probably call it the team playbook, to the team playbook. Team playbook. When the play is clicked, it will be added to the team playbook if it is not already checked. If it is checked, nothing will happen. A play can only be removed from a playbook. Well, nah, maybe it is better to have it all in the same place, huh? Add or remove all from the left. Because you're going to click on stuff in the playbook and it's going to do stuff. So yeah, no, that's if it is not already checked, add it to the team playbook. If it is not checked or removed, and check removed, if it is in the playbook. filters will apply to both the available plays in the left column and the playbook plays. Shown. What number are we on now? 5, 6. On the left, we will have larger plays. We'll say 2.5, 2.5, sure. 2.5 inch. .5 by, ooh, 3 inches would be big though. How about 2 inch? 2 inch by 2.5 inch play cards with the play image filling the top part of the card. Using fit. No, using fit. No. What is the other options? There's fit. There's. I don't want to crop it. Using fit dimension without cropping. There might be space at the bottom, which will later be used to show additional play information. Fit has many plays. Fit 2 rows of plays. As many across as the div allows, and only display a vertical scroll bar if plays exceed view. Dun dun dun! He hits the button, and now AI gets to go nuts and start messing up my code. I also didn't even talk about the backend stuff. I'm just doing the UI stuff. Yeeks. Yeeks and McSinksa. We'll have to do the backend stuff in a minute. But, yeah, this is going to be big. This is going to be a big change. We'll see how much stuff it does to wreck my code. At the very least, I'll have something new. It may not be functional new, but it will be new. That's it's as much work writing the what do you call it, the command for an AI thing as it is to actually code it. You give it a big long monster paragraph, and it just starts going through and changing stuff and dunk. I wonder if I should start my stuff up. I did. There is a playbook. I said, isn't there a playbook structure? I said specifically, I told it, playbook.jsx. What is your problem? It's right there, man. Did you read the thing I gave you? Create a new playbook. No, I have No, 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 no. You already stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, wait. No, okay. More information. I did state in my info to use the playbook.jsx component. That is located in the, oh, you know what? I'm going to go back here and go hashtag codebase. More information. I did state in my info to use the playbook.jsx component that is located in the pffm web /source app coach folder. You can use the play editor.jsx in that same folder for a base example of the offense, defense, special team filter. All data calls for the plays will be located in the app data we'll call it in the app data folder, new file, playbook data.jsx that should use the API handler .js, not .jsx, .js. API handler.js to make backend service calls to the playbook service. This will require backend updates to the gRPC gateway using the playbook.go file for new gateway calls, using the shared let's see, Alexa, turn off Firestorm, using the shared playbook service client. We will need gRPC handler.go updates that follow the same model as existing services to fetch data from the playbook service, new functions that fetch playbook plays should go in a new playbook underscore or store underscore playbook dot go or and or service underscore playbook dot go. Hopefully that gives it the information it needs to finish this thing up correctly. Plus I also gave it the whole code base to look at. So now it can look at more stuff and take longer to make a decision. Hopefully figuring out where everything's at now. It's 9:20. Let's see what I have by the end of this. It's going to be broken. It ain't going to be working. I'm telling you right now, it won't be working tonight. But I'll be well on the road to getting it working. My goal is to have the playbook kind of sort of in a way loading by Wednesday. And then hopefully I can spend the next few days after that. Hopefully I can spend the next few days after that working in Unity again, because I got to start doing some Unity stuff. I want to try to get some pages in Unity. You know, like some of the stuff I'm doing here in React, kind of get a feel for actually having something up and running, like some navigational stuff. I don't know. There's so many cool. I don't know how people. I mean, all I can think in my head is fixed images, but I see these apps and they're not using fixed images. I think they're super cool, but I don't know how they do that. How they get the cool stuff happening. You know, you got moving images. You open everything up and they have moving stuff. Well, that's not true. I don't know what like if I while this is blathering away, it's probably going to be blathering away for a minute. So I'm going to open this up. Hopefully I'm not broken again. Am I broken again? Oh God, I'm broken again. I hate this. All right, let's close this. Yeah. Oh, it's actually done? It's actually done something already? What is it doing? Playbook data.js. Okay, that's a brand new file, so I'm okay with that. That doesn't even exist before now, so we're not changing. What is it changing? Oh, wait, I have a playbook data.js? Why is it changing fetch user playbook? Why is it deleting my fetch? Oh, yeah, remaining playbook see playbook. I see that playbook data doesn't exist yet. I'll need to create the file handling the playbook data operation. But what am I looking at? Playbook data.js. Okay, as he sees that it doesn't exist, and yet I have deletes. Why is he doing? How's he doing deletes on a file that didn't exist? It didn't exist. He says he created it, but now we have this. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know what it was creating. Great, I've created the playbook data.js file with functions to interact with. I've examined the play editor first. I see the playbook data.js. Does this exist yet? Oh, so it's still doing stuff. All right, so let's go back here and see if I can get this to work. Now, not everything uses Unity on here, but a lot of these did. So, all right, so we're gonna go look at some football samples. I did this last night. I think Madden. Which one of these used Unity? Was it you Football GM? It says right at the beginning when you open it. Blah blah blah. Oh, this is Ultimate GM. I don't know what Ultimate GM uses. Doesn't say. This game has a lot of GM-y stuff in it, but it's really kind of crappy. A lot of these sims are bad. It's got a lot of stuff, but its sim is just not good. And to me, that's like key element, right? Like I start game. Look, another bar game. Bar, 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 up and down. But it does show you plays. Kind of has this stuff going on. You got play action stuff. Can I minimize this? How do I make that go away? I don't know how to make that go away. But, so this one has some pretty cool play stuff. I'll have that. So I guess you could, oh, this one lets you select the plays, who's doing it, and whatever. So yeah, all you got is a bar going up and down, and you can pick some plays, and it shows you what's happening. I'm getting my lunch though. Jacksonville's beating the living snot out of me, so that's nice. Yeah, that's special. Can I? Oops, I don't want to leave. I just want. Oh god, whatever. All right, so I do want to leave. It's not even the one I wanted to look at anyway. So let's go. Is there a way to make this go away? I guess I can close it, but I didn't really want to close it. I just want it to go away. Oh, weird. Can I, is that a thing? No, that's not what I want. All right, well, never mind. It's working pretty hard over there, it looks like. It's cranking out a lot of stuff. All right, so Super Tiny Football. B.O. This is one of the guys who's been following me a little bit. I think they said they use Unity on their app. But, so, see this image here? It's cool. You know, they got their cheerleaders going. They got the stadium rotating. It's an active screen. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I can't even conceive in my head how to do this. My brain does not understand how this is done. It's very cool, but I'm guessing this is just they got a grass field and they've filled it in with the stadium and some blue and some buildings in the background, but they built their own scene. I don't know what to do, man. That looks so hard. Now, and then this stuff, the actual navigation stuff is this Super Tiny Football here. That's the buttons and stuff that you can do around the screen, right? This is the form, but this is just your background, and it's super cool. I mean, it just looks good. It's clean. All the apps have something like that. It's kind of cool, right? But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I just don't get it. And this one is Unity. This does use Unity because I talked to the guy who does it. So playbook.jsx. Okay, so this is my new component, so that's all new. So I'll just go ahead and let him keep. I'm pretty much taking everything it says because this is going to be a first-time run, and then I'll have to look at what it does later and see how much of it actually is store. And that's new too. Oh, we're on the back end already? Wow. Okay, service playbook. Service.go. Store.go. Okay. Oh, do I gotta stop? Oh yeah, I gotta start all my services. None of them are running right now. But I don't think that's gonna run. It's got a lot of reds. A lot of red crap. Well, okay, not a lot. It's got playbook.go has got 4 red and stop and actually only that's it. It's not that bad. I can try and run it. Oh, that's how you do it. I didn't know you could do that. So you can do an ampersand call? Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do that. cd pffm go ms / playbook. This isn't going to work, so I got to get the errors and then feed it back. Tell him, hey dude, You missed a spot. But yeah, this is kind of what this is looking at. And continue save progress match. See, I'm gonna reset because I don't. This is a game I'm not. I do kind of like their navigation, how they switch from screen to screen, it loads stuff. I mean, these are pretty basic screens. It does show that there's a decent amount of real estate, but that's because I'm using a big screen, and I think a lot of games just don't know what to do with my big screen. But I do notice that most of these, I don't want to call them low-end games. They're not low-end games. They're sports games. I don't know. They use basic menus. You know, the stuff you see everywhere, where you have a menu up here, blah, 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 blah. They don't gamify the menu. They gamify a lot of stuff, but they don't gamify the menu. And I kind of like what I mean by gamify the menu is like, I don't know, like it's built. How do I explain it? How do I explain gamifying the menu? Okay, so look at Watcher of Realms. I'm gonna load this game up. Now, granted, every game has a menu. You got stuff like this, but if you do it right, oh no, am I gonna have to wait for a big old update? Oh god, this could take forever. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go back here for a minute. What did it do? I don't see. What did he do? I don't even see what he did. Just keep. And keep. Oh, did it fix it in one try? Holy moly, what are the odds of that? Oh, that was the user proto. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to rebuild my, I'm going to do a make gen here. Does that fix my, playbook? My playbook? I have test. Playbook.go is still wonky. Oh, he does do something here. Still working on it. But let's see if this is gonna work. Gamify the menu. What I mean by gamify the menu is that the menu is part of the game. Kind of like you see me doing with the my main screen. Oh yeah, they have all kinds of stuff here. I may never get out of this first screen. Are we done? Okay. See how the menu looks like it's all kind of active, is what I mean. This is a menu. But notice how everything is kind of like activated. It's got a circle, it's separated. The menu feels graphically involved in the game. There's not like just a straight up flat nothing space. You know, it's just the thing. This is like it's gamified. Also, this is gamified. See all this stuff around here? All these people lying around, standing. Those are menu items. These are all menu items. This guy's a menu. You click on him, guess what he takes you to? He takes you to this little upgrade game where you can claim and do your thing. He's a menu. Go get your stuff from him. Then you got this. Oh, these people are nothing. I don't know what their purpose in life is. Oh wow, they did something to the quest. It's actually something now. I didn't even know you could do that. What the heck? Upgrade requirements. Oh, 8 million? I have 10K. I didn't. Wow. No, I have 8. No, I don't have 10K. I have. Do not question the Oracle's will. Upgrade requirements. All right, I have 8,288,000 versus I only need 10. Facility and oh, because I'm already upgrading something, I probably have to wait. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. But that's not the point. But see, like everything feels like it's part of the game. I don't know. It's just this is kind of standard menu here, but what is that? You must create join. Oh, I'm not in a guild anymore. Oh, I'm so bad. I used to be so involved in this game. It's just the feeling of the way the game is set up. I may be seeing what I'm not seeing, but I feel like it's just more gamey. I don't know. It's almost too much, to be honest. This menu here is pretty standard. But even then, it feels like because it's separate cards, it's not just one big rectangle with words. It feels more, I don't know, like they put effort into it, I guess, is what I'm saying. But, yeah, you know, maybe I'm hallucinating, who knows. It's possible. Maybe I'm seeing what other people just go, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It just looks like a regular old menu to me. I just think you wouldn't see this kind of thing very often on a web page. That's what I'm saying. This is just kind of like the way this whole thing is made. Now, it's pretty busy. They have a lot of stuff going on here. But see, all these things are menu items. You click and it takes you to another page of sorts. You know, every one of these things do something. I didn't even know you could change this stuff. Huh. I think they've done some updates. I don't remember all that stuff. Anyway, well, there you go. There's that. I was just kind of showing you what I thought of a gamified menu. I mean, even on these football games, look. Like, all right, where's the menu here? What time is it? That's 9:37. Okay. So, like this football game. Pretty standard menu system, right? I mean, there's not a lot going on. You click. Yeah, this stuff is the page, which looks kind of animated, which is kind of cool. Pretty basic card plays, but not a lot going on in this. And I think it's partly because of the UI, right? Because my screen has a lot of space, but if I was to put this into a folded up phone space, these cards would be filling the whole phone up. The screen would be fully taken up by the cards. So what they did is design it so that it can fit a big screen and a small screen by making it fit in a small screen and then just centering the cards in the screen. So it's good, but like they're not taking advantage of the real estate, right? So if I go here, I don't get to see, if I have 20 guys, I don't get to see 20 guys. I still only get to see what's on here. So I'm kind of limited. I think this one limits you. See, you only have, what they do is star players. You only get 16, but it's all going to be a single line of 16 players. You're never going to see 8 on top and 8 on bottom, which would be better, but it doesn't make adjustments for your screen size. This one doesn't really either. It just allows for a thinner area of the phone. So for layout, you can also see these squares. They're not like in any way floaty or three-dimensional or have anything going that makes them look like they're on top of the screen. They are, but they got a background they're just squares with a background. And the background's pretty generic. And honestly, I haven't got anything better. I haven't created better, but I've seen better. So if I go, like, if you go look at like a Haya, now this is a AAA game, so it's probably not really fair to compare. It's not, This is not fair to compare, but I'm going to show it anyway. This is Madden. You know, these guys got bajillions of dollars, and obviously, because they paid bajillions of dollars, so they must have more money than they know what to do with. Money's no object to these guys. But look at this. This is generic. For a company that makes as much money as this is a pretty lame screen right here. I mean, it's not even floaty in any way. It's just basic nonsense. Even that pack was generic. I didn't even realize how generic that is. Card's okay, but again, it's a pretty generic background for a multi-million-dollar game. This is a nice screen, but I guess it's not all that great either. So compare this. Now look, take a look at this. This is Madden, right? These guys have some money, they can do good, but obviously they've chosen to go with a pretty generic menu screen. This is the cards are square, they don't float, there's no background motion, there's no, now granted maybe it's a performance thing, I don't know, but let's go look at another game. This is not a football game. Oops. But I'm going to show you Strike Force. This is Marvel Strike Force. Oh god, gotta watch another update. My apps get too out. They're always updating, which is, I guess, it's good. It shows that they're keeping up with their game, but build error. What'd you do to my code, man? Let's start this up while I'm waiting for that. Get all my stuff going. Oh, is that already running? No, it's not running. Okay. And then we'll go over here and see what the heck failed. We'll stop this for now, because a lot of new stuff got built. So let's go over here to get bash. We'll go npm. Oops. Control C. npm run build. See how much stuff blows up. It might just blow up right away. Build failed because of whatever. Module not found. Can't resolve hero icons. Huh? Did it add something to my thing and then not actually build it? I don't even know what the heck would hero icons be. Alright, let's go back over here. Play. Okay, so this is Marvel Strike Force. Now, look at the way they did their main menu, their whole navigation system. This is a nice enough screen, I guess. They obviously have some dollars. They got some artists. Okay, now we are talking about a game based on art, comic books. They've got some talented artists. That's what they do. So maybe it's not a fair comparison. That's kind of like, these guys, their money's all about the art, right? This is where the money comes from. Oh, it duplicated a get playbook function. I didn't even know that was in there. I'll have to fix that. Hopefully, wait. I mean, what? Playbook. Is that really what that's called? No, it's supposed to be a game plan, so it shouldn't be the same thing. Oh my gosh, more updates. Always updating something. Oh, finally, I put it down and it goes fast. Okay, so look at their menu system. Oh gosh, darn it. It's always something. Blah, blah, blah. Earth Day. Premium Orb. Check this menu out. This is a cool menu. Featured costume. Wolverine Weapon X. Featured costume? What? I didn't even know you could upgrade, guys. costumes. But so it's kind of a cool going around in circles kind of feel menu. Featured character Punisher. But it has kind of an active feeling. I like this rotation, the slidiness of it. And it's not low performance. I mean, it works good. I don't know what this looks like on a flat phone. Let's see what it looks like on a. Let's see what this looks like on a normal screen. Curious what this does. Oh, it just makes it really skinny. It's not that bad though. It's tiny, but it's not unbearable. Interestingly enough, the left menu is really fat. So obviously it has a maximum dimension for your main menu. It's designed to fit a certain aspect ratio, and it can squish, but it can't widen. So because it would get confused, because of this circular motion, it's required to pivot around a certain diameter, and it can't get wider, but it's still interesting. Groot! Hey Groot, why are you standing so crooked, Groot? You are Groot, I know. Huh. Gwenum? Oh, that's the Venom version of Gwen. Gwen Stacy. Daredevil? I thought I already had Daredevil, to be honest. What version of Daredevil was this? It's not just a bubbly Daredevil. What, is he underwater Daredevil? Why has he got bubbles coming off of him? Okay. But anyway, see, the menu is just cool. I like the way this sets up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So then you click on one of these guys, and it takes you to a page that gives you detail. And I kind of like that theory of my guys. Have them on the menu. You click them. It takes you to a picture of the guy and all of his stats and what he can do. I probably won't have animations on him, but at least if he's idle and kind of breathing and just showing his thing, maybe even figuring out a way to cycle through some of his animations, like maybe going up for a catch or going back for a pass or something like that, just kind of cycle through them. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know. We have to create those animations. And then you can do this little bit, twirl. That's cool. Can already kind of do that. I think that shouldn't be hard to do in Unity. Have him twirl around him. I don't want to do the up and down, flip him over thing, but I do like the rotational bit. Look how it's kind of cool when you rotate her. Her cape even flies up and down. Check that out. If you move her, look, she's like dizzy. You do this. Oh, she was. See how she's like all. I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool, man. They put a lot of effort into those animations, but it's still. Load lizard. There he is. Let's see if you can spin him around and make him nauseous too. Look, he is. They're throwing up. You can make them throw up by spinning them around. I didn't even know you could do that. That's funny. Pretty good. All right, well. Come on. You can't make Hulk get nauseous, can you? Nah, Hulk doesn't care. Hulk is just boring old Hulk. You can't make Hulk wig out. Whatever, Hulk. You're no fun. No, she fixed her hat. But anyway, look, it's cool. It's got cool animations, things. This is kind of a cool menu, just smooth. It feels kind of 3D-ish because all the images have clear backgrounds. They're PNGs, so the background shows through, so you get a very solid look. The little stars around them are separate, so you can see the background coming through them. It just looks good. And now, is the game good? Game's all right. I've played it. sort of in a way, kind of good. Everybody has this stuff on the top, the little money menus at the top. I'll probably have to do something like that too. Every game has that. That's just the way it goes. You get the money menus. I wish there was a way to do it cool. I'm sure there is, but I don't know what it is. But you know, plus people want to know what they have and where they're supposed to look for that, because when you buy stuff, yes, there'll be different kinds of money on my game. I just haven't decided what. Probably not more than 2 or 3, because I don't like, if you do Watcher of Realms or even, oh man, Marvel Snap, there's like 10 different kinds of currency. It's just crazy. Marvel Snap's got so many kinds of currency. It's just ridiculous. Most of it you can earn playing the game, but some of it, you got the regular gold, which you buy. Okay, I've gotten far enough in that nonsense. I've faddled with that enough. All right, let's get back to business. Get back to business. Giving you an idea of what I'm headed for here, or what I'm hoping to head for, with any luck. Okay, so the problem here is that apparently I have 2 playbook functions. I don't know why. Is it in the JS? Once in service_playbook.go and once in service.go. Oh yeah, no. I didn't. Why is it even looking? Since when does this look at that stuff? This one's looking at my... This one, how does this even know about those other files? I'm shocked this even knows about the other files, because this doesn't go up to the top level. It only starts at my PFFM web. Huh. Weird. I've never seen that before. Huh. My Go code. I don't even know. Weird. I don't know. I've never seen that application talk about my other files, because it doesn't have. It's not in scope of the function. All right, so let's go to the playbook. It says I have the same thing in service as in playbook. Let's user account. And players. And playbook. Okay, so playbook has... Oh, playbook's got a number of problems here. Oh, that's mock test. I don't care about that one. Not sure why. Let's stop this guy. And that guy. Get playbook and create or update playbook, which are probably both in the service. Get playbook, create or update playbook. Let's get rid of those. All right. Now we'll go back to the playbook. Go run dot. Thinky. Thinky make think a lot. Is it a hard decision? What are you going to do here? Oh, there you go. Playbook starting. Okay, so now we got to go to the gateway, which is obviously having its own set of problems. cd pffm web pffm go ms/gateway go run doc. Boo! We got some explodey stuff. Why is user account the problem? What does user account? Oh, we don't have that anymore. That's not in there. Yeah, you can stop. I figured it out. Thanks, son. You're too slow. Too slow. Alright, gateway's up and running. Okay, so gateway's running. And now we have gateway, playbook 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're all running. Go back over here. Try this again. Still having an issue. I still think it's weird that it actually, oops. Looked at my other code, because it never does. I don't even know what hero icons are, but I'm going to put those in, I guess. Because it thinks I need them. Oops, nope, that's not going to work because I have to do the legacy depths. Yeah, whatever. Legacy depths. Legacy dash peer depths. One of these days I won't have to do that. Stuff will just work because that won't be the new one anymore. Okay, let's go back and try this again. Hey, we compiled. Game running system shares. User need to disable some of the symbols. Nope. We're running. Alright, so let's go. Nope. npm run dev. Hopefully we're on 3000 still. We are up and running. Let's kick it off. Let's go see what this gave me. Hopefully it gave me something cool. We will see. Honestly, it might just be blank because I don't think I actually have anything attached to this user. I don't have a game plan or anything attached to this user at all. So it's not going to be able to load a game plan for a user that doesn't actually have. Oh my gosh, look, it's kind of sort of in a way doing stuff. Oh my gosh. Check it out, man. No plays in playbook for this unit. That's fine, I don't have any yet. But look, it's doing what I said. 2 columns on the left, although the images aren't showing up. That's not good, but we'll work on that. It does have my offense, defense, special teams, got my playbook. I'll probably have to shrink this because it's too wide. But overall, we kind of have the start of a playbook, people. Nice and nice. We got the start I was looking for. The question, of course, will be how do I get these images to come to the front where I can use them? It's going to have to be an asset load thing where I bring them up to the front end. I don't know yet how I'm going to do that, but I'll probably just have to put them in my public folder or even upload them to my image folder. But they need to be accessible. I wonder what they used here. Copy image link. Let's go here and see what this is. Images, plays. Images, play, PNG. That's not right. Right, is it? No. Yeah, the image link isn't quite right. But we'll get there. We'll get the image link fixed. We'll be able to link back to our files. I'm a little concerned about my images on my server being accessible. I'll have to look to see if they're secure that way. Because when you put in a link to an image, does that mean the folder? I mean, I guess it should be fine. Huh. But yeah, I've got me a playbook built. It's definitely going to need some work. But that's for tomorrow. But I think tomorrow I'll start getting my links attached. I'll start dressing this up. I'll start compressing this. Connect some plays. I have no idea how this is going to assign. Plus, theoretically, excuse me, this is showing all the plays in the book, all plays in the system. I don't think these plays are actually associated to this player. They should not be, which means it's just showing all the available plays, not all his available plays. So I got to change that. And then I got to figure out how I could at least temporarily give plays to a player. So give all the plays. But right now we've got what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13 plays. That don't even feel right. That feels like more than that. Surely not 13 offensive plays. So yeah, certainly not 13. I think I have 8. Should be 8 plays. There's 6. Oh, there's 11 here, so that's not right. Unless I did add a few. I don't know. But hey, guys, I think I got it. I got my playbook working. Tomorrow, I'll clean it up, start making it display nice. But available plays, playbook, special teams. Once I have the playbook going, then I can hopefully start then I can go to the game plan again and start working on actually assigning plays from the playbook that this team has. It's coming together. Coming together. Let's see, what else do I need to do? After that, man, I don't have any. I'm running out of excuses to get my simulator running. I'm gonna have to get players into my system so I can start creating the actual simulation. But I also got to start working on my Unity stuff, start getting some UI going, do more than just having a little dude that runs around in circles. Till next time.